Hi everyone. In last sessions, what we discussed about of the VPC part, which is we completed. So we already completed our AWS cloud computing part. After that, we will discuss in details VPC. So and after that, we discuss about all the VPC pairings. Okay. Already we completed the all services in the AWS account. So today we will start our Terraform series here. So what is the Terraform? Terraform is nothing but we can say called as a suppose already we discussed here. Suppose I want to access my AWS account. How many ways we can access our AWS account on the daily basis? Already we working by using of the console web application. After that, already we discussed here. So I want to access my AWS account. This is my console based application. Then we can access by using of the console. Then already we discussed AWS CLI. Already we discussed and how to create the one CLI and how to create the by using of the CLI, how to create the resources in our AWS. Already we discussed. After that, so we have the we already discussed one is a cloud console and AWS CLI. So today we are going to start our Terraform. So by using of the Terraform, we will create the resources. We will create our infrastructure in our AWS account. When we talk about of the AWS, when we talk about the Azure GCP, at that time by using of the Terraform, we can create our resources by using of the Terraform. So it is a Terraform is nothing but it is a we can say called as a multi support tool, we can say called as so support almost all cloud platform like AWS, Azure, GCP. These are the but we will learn only Terraform with AWS. After that, suppose I want to access my AWS account, we have the this is called as a we can say called as a cloud formations. Earlier, everyone using of the cloud formations. Cloud formation is nothing but when we talk about of the cloud formation is nothing but we have the JSON file or YML file. In that JSON or YML file, by using of the JSON or YML file, we can create the different resources in our AWS account. But so it is a only so we have the one disadvantages for the cloud formation. In the cloud formation is used to the create the infrastructure only in the AWS account. At that time, Terraform. So when we launch in that market, then it almost all cloud platforms supportable. So that's why everyone start to using of the Terraform. So when we talk about of the Terraform here, Terraform is nothing but this is a Terraform. This is our website, official website. So you can see here the Terraform developed by the HashiCorp company. So to create or provision of the infrastructure in the cloud platform, to we have the already we discussed what kind of we have the softwares. We have the software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and then already we discussed about of the uh, software as a service, cloud as a software as a service, infrastructure as a service. Already we discussed. Then platform as a service. Platform as a service is nothing but we already discussed about of the AWS Lambda and Beanstacks. So these are the platform which is already provided from the AWS side. So today we are going to start infrastructure as a service as a code. I want to write the infrastructure as a code. Suppose I want to create a one EC2 machines in my AWS account. Suppose I want to create a one EC2 instance. Then what we need to do here? We need to go with infrastructure as a code. Then by using of the Terraform, so by using of the Terraform, we can access our AWS account here. So when we talk about the Terraform here, by using of the Terraform, we can create our infrastructure in our AWS. So after that, we have the console base, then we have the AWS CLI and cloud formation. These are the things which is already. But now latest one is called as a Terraform. So supports almost all cloud platform. So we can install our Terraform in multiple operating systems like Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, Mac, different. Okay, it based on your requirement, based on your systems. After that, already we discussed what is the difference between the Terraform and Cloud Formation. So Cloud Formation and Terraform, uh, Cloud Formation and Terraform is nothing but we can say called as a. So when we talk about of the Terraform and Cloud Formation is used to the create the infrastructure only in the AWS cloud. Then Terraform support all cloud platform available in the market. So what kind of the clouds available in the market? AWS, Azure, GCP, then Alibaba, different multiple clouds we have in the market. After that, suppose I want to install the Terraform in my Windows machine. Then what we need to do here? So we need to go with our official website here. In this official website, just I need to click on the Terraform here. In this Terraform, you can see here that it will be supportable for the multiple operating system. You can see here the automate infrastructure on any cloud. So that is called as a, this is the HashiCorp company is developed by the Terraform. In this you can see the what is the Terraform is nothing but infrastructure as a code tool. Let us build, change version, infrastructure safety. But why we need to go with by using of the Terraform? Suppose I have created one EC2 instances. Suppose I have created one RDS. So I have created already one database in my AWS account. Then I want to modify, I want to update my database. I want to create a new services in my AWS account. Then what we need to do here? We need to go with every time manually, and we need to create the manually. This is not good thing for us because we need to manage or maintainable our infrastructure. So that's why we need to go with automate process. So that's why we are using here the Terraform. So no one can use cloud console web application in real time scenario whenever we go with any of the company. So they will using they they start when Terraform is launched. From that day they are using of the Terraform. So some company used cloud formation, because cloud formation is nothing but it is, we can say it is supportable for the only AWS account. When we talk about of the Azure, in the Azure, either we can go with Terraform, either we can go with YML file. File is nothing but we have the key and values in that. So we can same in the Terraform, same thing we need to the write the key and values only. Okay. After that, I want to download the Terraform. So you can download here Amazon Web Services, get started, hash SCP Terraform here, then GCP, Azure, Docker, different here. You can see here the um, you can see here the we have the documentation part. In installation part, if we are going with Mac OS, then we have the we need to the down we need to the run this command for the package manager. Then if we are going with Windows, then we have the different also this is the binary download for the Mac OS. When we go with Windows, then we can download from latest one. Then when we are talking about of the Linux, we need to the run this command, then we will get it. Otherwise, if you want to change the Ubuntu, then different here you can see the Amazon Linux, different flavor. Based on your requirement, you can download it. If you are using of the Windows machine, then it's better you need to the download any of them here, so it would be supportable for both of. Okay. So after that, once we downloaded, then what we need to do here? So then we will get one exe file. Once I have started downloaded, then I will get one exe file. In this zip file, we need to unzip this folder in the and program data. In program file, we need to kept this Terraform file here. You can see here already I kept here. Very okay. You can see here the already I kept here the Terraform file. So this is my uh, zip file. Then in this file we have the Terraform exe file. In this exe file, uh, once we kept this file into the program file, then we need to copy this path here. Then what we need to do here? We need to go with system environment variable. In this system environment variable, we need to set the path for this Terraform software. Once we set the path systems in the system environment variable, then we need to verify our Terraform is installed or not in my machine. So just I will copy this path here from, okay. After that, what we need to do here, we need to search here the environment variable. Edit the environment variable. The environment variable, in this environment variable, we need to select the path here. In this path here, you can see, sorry, here we have the path. Then we need to select it here. Then you can see here the already I kept already I set one Terraform path. So where is my? You can see here. This is already. So you need to click on the new, and then you need to paste it here. Once we paste it, then what we need to do here, we need to verify our Terraform is installed or not in my system. Then what we need to do here, we need to open the cmd command. In this cmd command, we need to verify my Terraform install or not. What we need to do here, so Terraform, then p, sorry, hyphen v. You can see here the Terraform. This is my 1.14.1. This is my Terraform version. You can see here. So whenever you download it, you will get latest one. So as per downloaded, as per install, you will get the latest one, Terraform. Okay. After that, once we install successfully here, then what we need to do here, I want some uh, code editor for because we need to write the code for my infrastructure. Then what we need to do here, we need to do here, just a minute. Okay. Then after that, we have to go with already I installed the VS code here. In this VS code, so you can download VS code. It's a free tool. Okay. So based on it depends on your code editor, you can download it. Okay. As compared, but VS code, it would be helpful by using of by writing of the Terraform code. Okay. So after that, what? So I want to install the VS code here. Okay. Then once we download it, once we install the VS code, we need to write the Terraform script in our VS code. Okay. After that, uh, when we're talking about the Terraform architecture here, so suppose, so this is the we completed here. So we will come to on this point. Uh, First of all, before going to start our Terraform script, we will discuss about of the Terraform architecture here. Okay, so you can see here this is my Terraform script. So what is the purpose of this Terraform script? I want to create some resources in my AWS account. Then what we have to do here? So we have to write some Terraform script. So that's why we can say called as this is my Terraform script. Okay, so we can say called as this is my Terraform script. In this Terraform script, once we write write the Terraform script here, then we need to execute this script. Then what we have to do here, we need to write some command. So suppose when I talk about of the first command, that is called as a Terraform init command. What is the purpose of this init command? So you can see here, this is my Terraform script which I required. Whatever we require, then we have to write it here in the Terraform script. Then once once we written this Terraform script, then we need to execute this script. Then what we have to do here, we need to perform the sum command, that is called as a Terraform init command. So what is the Terraform init command? It is nothing but initialize the Terraform script. Like when we talk about the file extension for the Terraform, so it's a .tf file. So what is the .tf file? .tf file is nothing but it's a Terraform script extension file. Then whatever once we execute the Terraform init, then we need to the download the provider the plugins. So what is the provider? Provider is nothing but, in my current scenario, who is the provider? Provider is nothing but AWS is a provider. So whatever we require the plugins for the AWS account, then Terraform will be download, and it will be installed automatically from the Terraform side, that is called as a Terraform init command. When we talk about of the different here, so let me write it here. So when we talk about of the Terraform init, what is the Terraform init? Init is nothing but initialize the Terraform script, that is called as a .tf file. So whatever we have the Terraform script, it would be uh, .tf file extension, then download provided plugins. So what kind of the provider? Suppose we have the Azure need Azure, we have to provide the some plugins for the Azure from the Terraform side, that is called as the providers. Suppose when we talk about of the GCP, in this GCP also we need to the download provider plugins. So what we have to download it here for the GCP plugins, whatever we require for the Terraform. So that particular of the cloud. So it depends on your cloud platform. Then after that, what we have the Terraform validate. What is the Terraform validate? Suppose I have written here the some Terraform script. Then I need to the check. I need to the verify here my script is valid or not. Because when we write it the any kind of the programs like Python, like Java, .NET, C Sharp. So any kind of the program, whenever we write it, at that time, suppose in my Java, so I miss some semicolons in my particular of the code, then what will be happen there? So we will get some compile error at that time. But when we talk about of the Terraform, so we don't have any compile time error in that. So we have the, whenever we executed the validate command, then we will check the is there any syntax error in our Terraform script. So we will check it by using of the Terraform validate. But it depends on you. This is the optional. But whenever we executing on the first time Terraform script, then we need to the write it the here Terraform init command. But Terraform validate is a optional, because verify the Terraform script syntax is valid or not. This is the optional. After that, where Terraform plans. Suppose I want to build, suppose when we talk about the, I want to build one home here. Suppose I want to construct one home here. Then what we have to do here? First of all, we have to get the plans, okay, from the architecture team. So same thing here. Whatever we have the created execution for the plan. So whatever we created test script, uh, Terraform script. In this Terraform script, whatever we have the, what type of the executions we need to do in this Terraform plan. So this is also we can call as a optional. But so whatever we created, suppose I want to create one EC2 instances in my AWS account. This is my plan, because we are creating one resources. So what type of the resources we are creating in the AWS account? That time we need to write the Terraform script. So we can say call it this is the Terraform plans. Okay. After that, Terraform apply. What is the Terraform apply? Suppose I want to execute my code, then what we have to do here? We have to go with Terraform apply command. So create actual resources in the cloud based on the plan. So whatever we executed, whatever we created the plans in our Terraform script, then we have to apply those by using of the apply command. Then we will get the create the resources in our AWS account. That is called as a Terraform apply. Suppose we have the one Java files. I want to compile that program. Then we have to write the some code. We have to write the some command. Okay. When we talk about the .NET C Sharp, then I want to execute that. I want to execute that particular of the class. Then what we have to do here? We need to go with command. Then we will get the execute our program. Same thing here. The Terraform apply is nothing but we want to execute our Terraform script, then we have to go with Terraform apply. Then here you can see the one node is here. So this is our architecture. Okay, only. Then when we talk about the tf.state file, so every Terraform has a one state file. What is that state file? State file is nothing but whenever we created the resources, then after that state file will be generated in our Terraform script in our project, because state file will be created to track the resources created with our script. Whatever we created the Terraform script, those script I want to track what kind of the resources I have created. Okay, that type of the we want to track, so that's why one state file will be generated from the Terraform side. After that, Terraform destroy, which is the last command. So whatever we created the resources in our AWS account, those resources I want to delete it. Then what we have to do here, we have to go with Terraform destroy command. So these are the things. So this is the our Terraform architecture. In this Terraform architecture, we need to the reminder. We need to the remind every time init, then plan, validate. Then when we talk about the apply, without apply, we cannot execute our Terraform script. Then once we apply, then I want to delete the some resources from the whatever we created the resources. I want to delete those resources from my AWS account. Then what we have to do? We have to go with Terraform destroy command. Okay. After that, you can see here the already here we have the Terraform documentation part, officially Terraform documentation part. In this Terraform documentation part, which is provided from the HashiCorp company side, you can see here. Where is my intro? Okay, you can see here the already we you can see here the write, plan, apply. Then whatever we have the plans, then you can see here the multiple clouds here and 1,000+ providers. Okay, what is the provider? Provider is nothing but clouds. Okay, what kind of the okay. After that, you can see here the introduction to Terraform. You can learn from here also. Okay, then configuration language, Terraform CLI is also there. Why the okay configuration? I don't want to go with configuration. Okay, okay. So you can see here the resources. Then tutorial library is also there. In this tutorial library, if you want to learn, then you can learn from this one. So if you want to check Terraform CLI, in this CLI you can see here the manage plugins, each and everything we have the part here. Where is my okay? So if you want to learn AWS, then we have the sessions, different sessions here. So manage infrastructure, destroy infrastructure, collaborated using of the same thing we will learn here. Okay, in our sessions. 1 minute, let me find out where is my documentation part. Terraform registry, then SCP Terraform. Okay, okay, plan features. Let me okay, here we have the documentation part. What is the Terraform? Okay, no, I don't want to find out this one. Modules, plugins. Okay, Terraform documentation. This is my main documentation. Why I'm not able to find out. Okay, in the use cases also you can see the multi-cloud deployment resources, then application infrastructure deployment, scalable and monitoring tools also. Because by using of the Terraform we can easily identify each and everything. So that's why we can say call it the this is our use cases also for the Terraform. So it's a so we have the different things here. SCP Terraforms plugin development here. Then you can see migrate each and everything here. SCP Terraform also we have the private registry. In this private registry we have the different models also. Okay, same thing, but here I want to create a one resources in my AWS account. Then what we have to do here, we have to go with first IAM user account. Okay, so what is the IAM user account? Already we know that. So I need to create a one IAM user account. First of all, I have to set up here some setups here. So I'm going with open file, open folder, new open folder. In this open folder, I need to click on here DevOps. In this DevOps, so just I'm going to Terraform. Okay, so this is my folder. I want to open this folder. Okay, in my VS Code. After that, we have the one subfolder here. So we can suppose I want to create one EC2 instance. Okay, so we can suppose EC2. Otherwise, if you want to go with instances, then you can go. Okay, so in that I need to write one uh, Terraform script here. Okay, so you can see here we have the copilot also. You can write from the copilot also. Okay, so this is the copilot. But if you for beginners, we need to write the uh, itself, because we will get some clarification how to create the infrastructure by using of the Terraform script. Okay, suppose if you are copying each and everything, then what is the meaning here? There is a no meaning. So you have the options. You can prefer different agents. We have the, okay, you can see we have the different agents. Okay, this is the free version, so that's why we are not able to see more agents here. Okay, so I'm going to create one Terraform file here. Then what is the extension? This is the TF, because already uh, Terraform installed in my machine, so that's why we can see here the Terraform sign symbol here. Then test.tf. What is the meaning of test.tf? Test.tf is nothing but I want to create a one Terraform script here. Then I want to create one EC2 instance in my AWS account by using of the Terraform script. Okay, so first we have to go with, because I want to create a one EC2 instance. That time we require the access key and secret key. Okay, so I'm going to create an access key and secret key for my in my IAM user. So I'm going to create one IAM user here. We can say called as a demo. Otherwise, we can say called as a Terraform. Okay, so I'm creating one Terraform here. If you want to provide the access for the AWS cloud, this is the option. Yeah, I want to generate password here. So I want to generate one password here. Okay, so like this you can generate. Okay, otherwise if you want to generate, okay, I will generate. Let me remove. Okay, so after that, if you want to add the permissions, if you want to attach the policy, each and everything, you can add it. But here I want to attach the policy directly, so I'm going to with administrator. So administrator is nothing but I can access each and everything. Okay, for then after that you have the policies here for the EC2 instance. In the EC2 instance, Amazon EC2 instance, I want to give the access, full access to this user. As a, you can see here the how many policies we selected here. Two policies we selected here. Then I have to click on the here, then administrator access, then Amazon EC2 full access, then am user change password. This is the by default, we know that already we learned. Then create users. Okay, so if you want to download the password, then you can download it. Okay, so yes, I want to download, then return to user list. Okay, successfully we created the this user. So we need to the remember this username. Okay, first. After that, what we have to do here, I want to log in this user, then I need to the copy, I have to copy this one account ID, otherwise we are not able to find out my AWS account. Then I am user, yes, I am user here. Then this is my what what is the Terraform, this is my I am user. Then what was the password? Okay, so old password and new password, we have to enter the old password because we added the policy, that's why. Okay, yep, no thanks. Okay, yes, you can see here the right now where I'm in, uh, I'm in I'm user. Okay, so I have to change the Singapore here because it depends on you where we have to create a, as a beginner, where we have to create the services, it depends on you. If you want to use the Mumbai, then you can use it. Okay, so after that, here in I am user, so I have to generate one access key and password for my Terraform. Okay, access key and secret key. Okay, so from where we can create the access key and secret key, so already we know that. So in the users, when I click on the Terraform, so you can see the permissions boundary in this mission bound, sorry, in this security credentials. So we have the access key, so we have to generate the access key from here. Okay, so if you want to generate the access key, then local code, then each and everything here. Okay, so what we have to do here, suppose I'm going to hear the command line interfaces, yes, then I understood, you can see here the login credentials by using this one. So I have generated here. Then if you want to generate the access key, yes, this is my access key, this is my secret key I have generated here. Okay, so once we generated the access key and once we generated the secret key, then we have to write the code here. Okay, so just uh, for in first sessions we will write it as a normal code here. So we can say called as it is a key and value here. Okay, whenever we are writing of the Terraform script. So Terraform script, it's we can say called as a, it's a HashiCorp company and it's a own language that is called as a HashiCorp language. Okay, so I have to write the code here. So we need to write the provider. Provider is nothing but we can say called as a who is the provider. Okay, so in my case AWS is a provider. Okay, after that I have to write the one block here. In this block I have to decide, I have to write the once we provided, then region where I have to create the, where I want to create the my services. Okay, so we have to decide where we want to create the region. Suppose I'm going to with Singapore here. Okay, so I have selected here the Singapore. Then you can consider this is my key, this is my value. Okay, here instead of the colon we write it here uh, assign operator. Okay, so after that what we have to do here, then we have to write the access key. Okay, whenever we have the two keyword, then we have to use the underscore here. Then what is the my access key for my AWS account, then we have to write it the access key. Okay, but whenever uh, after that what we have to do here, we have to write the secret key. Okay, we have the two words, that's why we use the underscore. Okay, just let me, okay, take the space here. Okay, then we have to copy this. Okay, then that's it here. Okay, but whenever we are creating the first time Terraform script, because at that time just we are looking the, we can say called as at easy level, we can say called as we are not going to the in-depth sessions, but we are providing here the access key and secret key. Once we provided the access key and secret key, anyone can access my AWS account, so that is not good practice here. So in real time scenario, for the access key and secret key, we have to store in our key vault value. So key vault is nothing but it's a secret. We have to keep access key and secret key in our key vault. In the key vault, we need to the read all access key and secret key from the key vault side. So no one can access me, because right now we are hard coded value here in our HashiCorp Terraform script. In this Terraform script, once we hard coded value, anyone can access my access key and secret key. Then anyone can access my AWS account. So that is the thing here. But as a beginner, so we are, after that we will learn each and everything, what kind of security we have to understand. Okay, first we will understand what is the Terraform, how to write the script here. Okay, after that we created provider block. Once we created the provider block, we have to write the resources. Okay, what kind of resources I want to generate here. So we can say call it the, so I want to generate the AWS instance. Okay, this is the we can say call it the this is the AWS instance. So we can say call it the, then after that I'm going to create here the name here. This is my AWS instance I want to create. After that I have to write it here test VM. It can be anything here. Okay, after that I have to decide. So whenever we go with EC2 instances, in EC2 instances you can see here the in EC2 instances, whenever we creating of the EC2 instances, what kind of the parameter we required here. So first of all we provider, after that we add a name here that's called as a tag name. Then after that we have the AMI. Already we know that what is the AMI. So I have to write the same thing here, the AMI. Okay, so but here right now I'm keeping as it is here blank. So we will copy later on. Then after that instance type here, what type of instance I need to the create here. Okay, sorry. Okay, then instance type. So already we know that. So T2 micro, because I'm using the lower version machine here. T2 micro. Once I have write it here, then key name. Already we know that. Okay. So what is the key name? So when we are going with here, so you can see here the T3 micro. Suppose then this is my key pair value. Okay. So I have to copy this one. So I have to enter the value test 1 2 3 4. Whatever we are following the process in the console, same thing we have to write it in our code here. Okay, so T3 micro, we have some machines are T2 micro, some machines are the T3 micro. After that, once we write it here the key name, then we have to write it here the security group here. Okay, okay, then so my security group was the default in AWS. Already we know that. So security group is nothing but it acts as a firewall. Okay. So already we know that. After that, I have to write here the tags. Okay. Tags is nothing but we can suppose my machine name. What is the my machine's name here? So suppose I'm saying here that I'm going to create my machines in the UAT environment. So just I have written here the UAT. Okay. After that, once we provide a AWS, then region access key, secret key, then resources, AWS instances, test VM, then AMI. So where from where we can copy the AMI value here. So you can see here the we have the this is the value. Okay. Suppose we if we selected, then we have the Ubuntu, we have the different here. So this is my EMI value, AMI value. Okay. So I have to copy this one. Let me, it is taking some time. Okay. So we can copy this one. Okay. When you read here, this is my Amazon Linux. I want to use, suppose I want to use the red hat, then you can see the red hat also. Okay. So I have to write it here best. Okay. Once we copy, sorry, I missed one thing here. I have to copy. Let me select. Sorry. So it is take some time. Okay. So this is my Amazon Linux machine. So I have to copy all parameters here. Once we copied from here, so all my parameters fulfill here. So once we provided AWS, then you can see here the resources, each and everything we created here. Okay. After that, I have to open the new terminal here. In this terminal, we have the different PowerShells also here. So you can use the PowerShell. Otherwise, if you want to change the terminal, then you can change also. Okay. So here you have the PowerShells. Okay. So you can choose from here. Otherwise, if you want to new terminal, then you can select the new terminals. Okay. But I'm going to first, that is called the PowerShell. That is fine for me. So if you want to add different here, sorry, different new terminal, then you can add. If you want to split, then you can split. Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. After that, once we here, so first of all, I want to execute this Terraform script. Then what we have to write the command here. So I have to write the first Terraform init command. Already we know that. So what is the purpose of the init command? Init command is nothing but what type of the plugins we require for this Terraform script. Then it will be initialized from the Terraform side. So you can see here the I think Terraform directory. Okay, sorry. Where we are in main folder. So that's why we can see here the directory is not found here. Okay. So I want to enter this directory, then we have to write it the cd then ec2. Okay, already we know that. So clear. Okay, then terraform init command. Okay, so you can see here the what is the initialize here. So you can see here the when I'm initializing this one, so terraform encounter problem during the initialization. So we have the these are the issues in my machines. Okay, so what is the issues here? If you want to identify first time, so we did mistake sums. Okay, but here we written here each and everything. Okay, I want to verify these resources. Okay, so you can see here the I missed here the okay, so you can see here the we missed the spelling mistake here. We did mistake here spelling. Okay, you can see here the I want to execute again same. You can see here the it is a initializing my plugins. Okay, by using of the terraform init command. So it will be take some time finding the latest version HashiCorp AWS, initializing the, you can see the initializing the HashiCorp AWS here. So it will be take some time. Okay, you can see here the Terraform has been successfully initialized. You can see here the we have the some files are created from the Terraform side. So we will discuss later on what is the purpose of these files. Okay, so right now keep as it is. Okay, so after that, what is the next command? So Terraform. Okay, then I need to validate my uh, syntax correct or not in my current Terraform script. Then you need to the write here the Terraform validated. Then we will get the, if it is valid, then we are not getting any error here. If it is not valid, then we will get one error here. You can see the my configuration valid is successfully here. So we don't have any issues in our Terraform script. We don't have any syntax error. Okay. After that, suppose if here I cannot see the proper format. Okay. Then I want to correct that format. Then what we have to write it command here, that format. Okay, that is called as a Terraform fmt, that is called as a format. Okay, you can see here the right now I can see the proper format here. Okay, my Terraform script. Okay, after that I want to execute the Terraform plans. What is the purpose of the plan? Plan command is nothing but what kind of resources we have to create it in our AWS account. So what kind of resources we added here? So I want to create one AWS instances in my AWS account. So that is my plan. So we are executing these plans. Okay. So this is my plan. Okay. So I want to create a one AWS instances. Okay. So you can see the my plans also. It will be take some time. You can see the, so yes, we are creating the plans. Okay, these are the things. So when we are going with resources, then test VM, each and everything plans we can see here. After that I want to execute this command. So when I click on the upper arrow in my keyboard, then you will get the previous command. Okay, in the your terminal, in your PowerShell. Okay, then I want to execute my command. I want to execute my test dot test Terraform script. Then what we have to write it here, Terraform apply command. Once we write it the Terraform apply command, then you can see here the how many instances we have right now. I think already I have the two instances. Okay, so it will be take some time. You can see here the, do you want to perform these actions? Yes, I want to perform these actions. So we have to write it yes, and we have to click enter here. Once we entered here, you can see here the creating the EC2 instances operations runtime, something is happen here. So it is saying we missed something here. So what we missed here, we missed I think micro spelling. Okay, so we have to very careful write it here. Okay, so while we writing the some typo error, then it won't be allowed to me to create the resources here. Okay, so I have to, okay, then yes, apply. You can see here the, it will be take some time. Yes, I want to create these resources. So you can see here the, it is a creating our test VM in our AWS account. So how many resources we have in AWS account? Only we have the two VM in our AWS account, but you can see here the apply complete resources one added. If you want to change, is nothing but it is a modified and it is a destroyed. If you want to destroy, then you can destroy. So we have the three parameters here. One is a added, one is a modified, that is called as change, and one is a destroyed. Okay, so now what we did here, So we when added, so I have to check the we added the successfully or not in my AWS account. So what we have to do here, we have to go with in our console web application. You can see here we need to the refresh it. Okay, you can see here the yes, it is a created, it is a taking some time initializing. So this is our Terraform script. By using of the Terraform script, we can create the our resources in our AWS account. If we are going with Azure, then same thing, we will create the resources by using of the Terraform. If we are going with GCP, same thing. Okay, so it will be take some time to initialize my machines here. So this is our Terraform script. We have to write it. Okay, so on first day, just we have the write normal code here, but once we understand what is the Terraform, how to write the each and everything uh, command, how to write the some we can say called as a we need to the understand the some syntaxes, how to create the resources. If you want to check the suppose if you are getting any issue, then you have the documentation part. After long time, mm, I'm checking this document, so I'm not able to find out the documentation. Here we have the documentation, so plan feature. I think here somewhere we have the each and everything resources, how to create the resources. You can see here the Azure DevOps in all. Each and everything we have the documentation part. You can go from this documentation and you can create the resources. But we will understand each and every syntaxes, then we will create the some resources by using of the Terraform. Once we complete it, then we will start our next topic. Okay, but for first day, what we understand, what is the Terraform, so who developed this Terraform, then uh, how to install the Terraform in our machines, how to set the path in our machines. Then after that, we written some Terraform script here. So by using of the Terraform script, we created one EC2 instances in our AWS account. You can see here the this is my UAT. So you can see here that this is my machines. Okay, this is the tag name. So you can see here the yes. So it is a successfully install. It is a successfully EC2 install created in my AWS account by using of the Terraform script here. Okay, after that, then we understand the uh, Terraform architecture. In that we have the different commands: init, validate, format, plan, apply, and destroy. Okay, so we have the only three parameters here. If you want to add, then you can go with apply. Then if you want to destroy, then you can go with destroy. If you want to modify, then we will later see on. So if right now we added, I want to destroy same this, I want to destroy this resources. Then what we have to do here, we have to write the same thing, Terraform destroy. Then we will delete the EC2 instances from the our AWS account. You can see here the sorry, I did mistake here. Okay, so I want to destroy my EC2 instance. Then it will be take some time. So it is a deleting my resources from the AWS account side. So I think that's it for today. Uh, from in upcoming sessions we will learn what is the log file here. You can see the log file. Okay, then we have the state file. Then we will learn one by one. Then after that we will start our variables in the Terraform. Same thing, variable is nothing but if you want to store some values. Okay, then what we have to we can say call it So variable is nothing but we know that if you want to store the data in the key value format in the Terraform, that is called a variable. But if you want to talk about of the Java or any kind of the language, then same thing. If you want to store the data in that particular of the variable, so we can say call it that is the variable. Same thing, we have the variable. Then we will see the what type of the variables in the Terraform. We have the two types of the variables. One is the input and another is the output variable. Okay, so we will learn one by one here in our upcoming session. I think that's it for today. So um, thank you guys.